Alright, so today we have something different. We're going back to reviewing Nendoroids for a little bit. I have been reviewing a lot of SH figure arts as of late, so it's good to have a nice change of pace. This week, as a matter of fact, we have the wonderful and beautiful Chun-li Nendoroid. This is one of the first Street Fighter Nendoroids that they have released, and it is the iconic look of Chun-li from most of the Street Fighter games. I'm surprised they didn't do one for Street Fighter 6, but maybe we will get one later on down the line. So, yeah, it's pretty much the same basic box as an Nendoroid. Although this one does have some, it is different compared to other ones. It's a black box, but it also has flames on the design of the box. I don't know how much I like that. I think they just look out of place, to be honest. If they were like blue flames or something like that, maybe they would have worked. I don't know if there's something that goes behind that as to why she has flames, but let's just get her out and see what she comes with, because I'm excited for this Nendoroid as a matter of fact. Alright, so here we have Chun-li in all of her tiny glory. And I will say, she already looks perfect. I had to get the stand because Nendoroids don't normally stand by themselves, and they do need the support of their stand they come with. Now, something I do want to point out is the paint job on this figure is already immaculate, in my opinion. Let me just get her out of the base for a little bit. But just looking closer at her, it really goes to show that they did put a lot of care into her paint job for a lot. For example, the eyes always look great on Nendoroids. They always capture the personality and the look of the actual character. The arms, of course, anything in the body doesn't really stand out the most. It's a nice matte finish throughout the whole figure. I did leave that part there. Right with that. The gold strands and they look amazing. The detail of the gold. Actually, good thing to point out. Gold. This is gold painting, it seems. Nendoroids have a bad history of not being the greatest with gold paint. One great example is the Zelda Wind Waker series Nendoroids. They do not have the greatest track record when it comes to the gold paint fading out and staining every other figure. So I will definitely be careful by pretty much leaving my Chun-Li in the box from now on, maybe. Because I don't want any gold stains or anything, because it is always a little bit hard to remove. Now, she does have a little bunch that you can take off. I like how there is the left signaling here, left, and then also the right is hopefully, yes, left and right. So you won't be able to get confused at all. She has her little earrings attached to her ears already, which is awesome. And then, of course, the hair. It looks awesome. At least I think so. I think it looks awesome. I think the amount of shadows they included in the hair is the perfect amount, and it shows a lot of depth instead of just being a regular matte finish. And it matches throughout the whole aesthetic of the figure. Now she does have like the soft plastic flaps for the legs and everything, so yeah. Now that we finished looking at her for a little bit of a closer look, let's see what she comes with. Alright, so Chun-Li does come with a variety of accessories, at least from the first look of this. Like, look at how many accessories come with just this Nendoroid by itself. So, we have the mandatory 2 different facial expressions that come with the Nendoroid. First, we have the smiling face Chun-Li, which is awesome, a perfect smiling face for Chun-Li. And then we also have like the yawing face that I don't know where she does it, but it's an amazing face overall. It captures the emotion perfectly. Now we do have different body accessories. We have a separate leg that she can use to have her pose up. As you can see, there's a different entrance for it that goes into this torso. We'll talk about this one in a bit. It goes into this torso for the left leg as a substitute. So yeah, this is a great way of giving Nendoroids more posability areas or abilities. Now this one right here, it's a whole different torso. You would have to remove this torso that Chun-Li comes with already, and then connect this one as a whole. So it also comes with the leg. It connects regularly with the leg, and yeah, so it only stays in one place, but that's because it goes with one of these effects over here in the background. But you can remove it pretty easily, I believe. I will be showing it later on. And then she does come with 2 sets of arms and an arm sleeve. This arm is just a regular fist hand. She does not come with like separate fists or hands, which is honestly surprising. You can remove it, I believe. Yeah, you can remove the hands and everything if you want to like change up the poses and that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't recommend that because they're tiny pieces overall and they can be lost quite easily. She comes with her little peace sign hand, which is awesome and very adorable in my opinion. And then, to complete the pose, this pose over here, she comes with a separate arm sleeve that you can place on her, which is awesome. Because as you can see, there's a difference between the arm sleeves where they connect. This one goes upward, this one goes downward, which I believe this is the right side of the sleeve. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. So yeah, she comes with all those different parts, and then she also comes with 2 different fighting effects. One of them is her special move. I don't know what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen right here, right over here. And then she also comes with a flurry kick effect, which is awesome. There are not many Nendoroids come with actual effects, so when they include the effects on the Nendoroids, it's pretty cool. And especially for a figure of her price, she wasn't very expensive. I'm pretty sure she was like $60 maybe, and she comes with all of this. This is like great price overall, especially compared to some other companies. I'm not going to name who, but she comes with an amazing, a vast amount of accessories that you can pose her up in a lot of different ways, at least from what the box is showing, which is great overall. But yeah, let me give my final thoughts on this Chun-Li Nendoroid. Alright, before we begin, would you all believe me that I broke the figure? This is an issue that I have with this figure. So I did break one of the effects, and there's a good reason for it, actually. This is a very flimsy part right here. This right here is a very flimsy part. You can already see where I super glued it. So this part, the part where it's supposed to connect, came off. And it came off extremely easily. I was putting barely any pressure on this piece, trying to insert the foot into this little peg. It didn't work. The foot did not even want to go in. That is an issue that I have with this figure. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see the effect being connected to the foot as shown in the box and everywhere else, at least, because I have to let this dry now, and I don't want it to damage. I don't want to damage it further. So that's just a small disclaimer. If you're gonna get this figure, try to be extremely, and I mean, I'm not trying to like overblow this, but like, be extremely careful with this piece, just overall, because again, I put barely any pressure. I wiggled the area just to insert it, and it came off. Now it's being super glued. I'm gonna have to fix the area a little bit. For example, just get rid of the excess glue, kind of mask it over. But yeah, just be careful. It's a very fragile part and not the greatest designed, in my opinion. because it could have been done better, but they could have removed this and they could have just made it so it connects to the foot itself. Like there's a specific area for the foot where the foot fits. But no, they decided to add a peg that if you put a little bit too much pressure, it's gonna snap, because these are all, maybe besides these two right here, but this one and then this one, these two sections right here, the ones that I'm holding with my fingers, are connected by a small segment inside of here. I don't know if I'll be able to show it perfectly. Like you can see the white area right here. That white area is a segment that if I wiggle it, it's probably gonna break. So that happened here. But yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't think this is gonna bring down the points that much. Actually, it will, because it's very fragile, especially with a fig and Nendoroid that's like not the most expensive, but like it's getting up there. I do think it's an issue. So after experiencing that slight setback with me trying to get into this review, I do think this Chun-Li Nendoroid, excuse my chair, this Chun-Li Nendoroid is pretty good in terms of Nendoroids and overall figure standards for a Nendoroid. I do think that this Chun-Li is worth the price, but after that small incident, and it might just be my fault where I'm just being too careless, but I do think it's an issue where if a piece can come off so easily by just trying to insert it into the figure, I think that's an issue. But overall, I think this figure is pretty good. If you're a fan of Chun-Li, there isn't that many Chun-Li articulated figures. I know we just recently got the announcement and then the pre-orders for the Ryu and Chun-Li outfit 2 from Street Fighter 6, which are the same outfits, but from the same as this outfit for Chun-Li, and then Ryu his regular outfit for SH Figure Arts. I will be covering at least Chun-Li because I don't really care about Ryu. But yeah, overall, this figure is pretty good. In terms of grading scale, I would give it a, I don't know, what would be a good number? Maybe an 8, because it is an Nendoroid. It's not the most articulated figure, it's not the most revolutionary figure that you're ever going to get, but I think an 8 is an adequate number. It might have gone higher, like probably an 8.5, but actually, let's give it, okay. My grading scale, 5 is good. 5 is good, or mostly 6 and 7 are good. And it's something I never explained. So 0 is absolute garbage. Don't get it. There's never going to be a figure, at least in my eyes, that's ever going to be worthless. 5 is the intermediate. Like 4 to 5. 6 to 7 is good. 8 to 9 is really good. And then 10 is excellent, like perfect figure. But this one is more deserving of a 7 to 8, between that range, 7.5. Mainly because of the accessories. Especially this accessory being as flimsy as it is. But yeah, don't mind that. If you want to get this figure, I do encourage you to get it, because it's a really good figure and a really cute and adorable figure, as all Nendoroids are. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Enjoy a little bit of Chun-Li action right at the end. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please stick around for more. I'm trying to continue these weekly uploads as much as I can. So yeah, I will see you guys hopefully next week. Bye-bye.